Right then, this is a quick road test video, and this is for Honda, I'm so used to saying it, a Vauxhall Zafira, a 1.6 exclusive DG08KRE with 105,419 miles recorded. The reason for doing all of our videos, and especially on this type of car, is to let people know before they come to us if there are any issues with the vehicle before they make the trip to us. We feel that's only right and proper. We've been on too many errands ourselves to go and see cars which have looked perfectly good, but only to get there and find out they've got issues which you would much rather known about before setting off. So hence, that's why we do it. And this is a case in point. This is a car's come in as a part exchange to us, popular 7-seat MPV, of course. The car's covered 105,000 miles, and there are a couple of things on the car which you need to be aware of before coming to see us, because the car is priced well below its true value quite clearly, and we've taken that into account in what the issues are in the car. And there's not much. It's actually drives very, very nicely. But starting with the engine of the car, which starts absolutely straight away and settles to a smooth, even idle, pulls absolutely beautifully. It's quiet, tractable, and sort of keen to get up and go. The only issue we have currently with this car in terms of the engine is it's showing the engine management light on the vehicle. Doesn't affect the performance of the car in any way. It's almost certainly going to be a sensor of some description. We've not investigated it, nor will we be investigating it. We've left it to the next owner to take that up themselves and to deal with it as required, basically. So that be as it may, as I said, pulls absolutely fantastically well, lovely and smooth and quiet in operation. Engine then feeds through into the clutch and gearbox. Clutch in the car, spot on. Bite points where it's meant to be. It's nice and smooth in operation. Gearbox likewise, all gears engage absolutely fine. Still feels lovely and solid in terms of its engagement. The gear shift quality again, much as it would have been when it was much younger as well. I can't criticise that in any way. Steering on the car, really nice. The car feels very tight on the road. They always drive well, to be fair to them, but it drives its head just very, very tight. Track's absolutely dead straight. There's no vibrations at this speed or any speed up to the legal limits, so all good in that respect. Suspension of the car, again, very comfortable cars to drive around in. The only criticism I've got on the back near side, most noticeably when it's cold, it's got a little bit of a clunk to the rear suspension, which sounds like it probably would be something like a bush or a drop link, because I know we had the bushes on the front done, but it's negligible, and I'm only mentioning it because it's there, and you know that's the point of the video, to be critical and not to sort of pull punches or hide anything from people as well. But other than that, I said it you know, when you drive it along, it feels like a much kind of younger car on the road. It doesn't feel sort of rattly and loose and vague in any way. It feels very, very tight indeed. I'm just going to spin around here. This is shorter than my normal videos, but only by dint of, you know, because we just got a small amount of information to feed back to you, and it was an opportune time to do it, so that's hence why I'm doing it. So let's quickly spin around here. Give the brakes a good shot. I mean, I know the brakes are very, very powerful indeed, I have to say. I hit them earlier. It was noticeable how good they are, but you just touch them instantly, brings the car up nice and straight and true. Powerful brakes, no pulsing or vibrations coming back through the brake pedal at all, so in fine fettle. Finally, just to come inside the car, clearly it needs a clean. Basically, it's being used as a family car. They've obviously owned a dog. It's got a little bit of dog hairs in here. Seats could do with a wet vac. I mean, but pay someone to do a valet, do it yourself. It'll come up actually very nicely, because generally speaking, apart from a bit of wear around the gear lever, leather, which is commonplace on them, it's actually pretty good. But it is sold as it stands. Obviously, you know, we're not going to be sort of valeting it up or cleaning it up to sort of make it look pretty for people. That's not right. I think it's right to sell these as they are, and rightly so. but there's no sort of great squeaks or rattles from inside the car. The only noise I can hear, it's got roof bars, which a chap's kindly put into the back with its fitting kit, so they're in the back of the car, so which is again quite a nice thing. But as I said, the car drives very, very nicely, notwithstanding the issues I've mentioned there. And the final one, just to mention, because I do mention it on the advert, when you stop the car, the engine fan, which should cut out after, I think, I don't know, maybe sort of 30 seconds or so, it does keep running for a few minutes and then does stop. It'll be something to do with a fan sensor or something, I'm guessing. But again, those things have to be taken into account when coming to see us, and so we're not reducing the price further because they're there. We've already done that, so we just want to make that perfectly clear to people. As I said, our mission is, by doing these videos, is actually to stop people coming who would be sorry, it's completely distracted there, disappointed if they got to us and found there were these issues which we hadn't told anyone about, and so that's why we do it. As always, if you've got any questions about them or anything else, don't hesitate to give us a call.